Make a vintage inspired vision board with me that will work. Hi, I'm Maude MacDonald, and today we are going to make vision boards with a retro flair. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. Every time that I post a new video of retro crafts, quilting, sewing, lifestyle, cooking, whatever retro fun it might be, then you will get notified. Okay, full disclosure. I've never made a vision board before. However, I really believe in the power that vision boards can have. So let me tell you a little story here. Pull up a chair, kids. It's story time. Okay, so I am a big believer in goal setting, and I'm also a big list person. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I have a lot of notebooks all around the place. I make a lot of lists. That's how I function. This goes for goal setting too. So if I have a goal, I write it down. A few years ago, when I had just finished the Quilter's Candy pattern writing course, I had a goal. I wanted a secondhand vehicle. At the time, my home and my family, we had one vehicle, and my husband commutes to work, leaving me and the kids without a vehicle. So I really, really wanted a second vehicle. But I also knew I was not going to get like a fancy new car or anything of the sort. So I wanted a secondhand vehicle, however that looked like.
Side note, it doesn't look great, but I love my mom van.
So I thought that after completing this course, that it would take some time for me to make some money to get said dream secondhand vehicle. It took 2 months, not even. I wrote it down. Somehow it was planted in my subconscious, and I think by putting it down on paper helped put it out in the world. And it happened. And it's not the first time that these things have happened either. Okay, so that brings us to the vision board. So I figure if a simple goal list can have that kind of impact, I want to up my ante. Let's do this, okay? And because I'm going to be seeing this vision board every day, take note, you got to put it in a place that you're going to see it every day. I kind of want it to look cool too, and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be, this looks weird or doesn't go or whatever. I want to enjoy it. So let's do this. Before we even start our cutting and pasting and all of the things with the actual vision board, we're gonna make a list so we can get clear on what we want. It's important to try to be as specific as possible without being so specific that you have no wiggle room. Now we need to gather our materials. So I've chosen a canvas. You don't have to use a canvas as your foundation. You can use a piece of paper, cardboard, leftover cereal box. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want, whatever size. I figure this is good for me. And I do like it that it's already in a position that I can hang it up afterwards. Now I've gathered some old magazines. I bought these off of Marketplace for really cheap. I have a whole box of them. And as you imagine, they are chock full of really cool images and words and all sorts of things. They have a little bit of an odor, but once we get our vision board together, it will air out and probably be masked by a little bit of Mod Podge. It'll be okay. If you don't have magazines, you can also go to Amazon or your local bookstore, wherever. And you can actually find something like this here. This is called People and Their Stuff. This is super helpful for our project today. Now, I think because we're not actually living in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, that we should bring some modern elements to our retro vision board. You can also print some things out. So I've just went on to Canva and Pinterest. I've actually made some imagery, like I wanted the 5,000 subscribers. So that's what I've got. I want some money and I want to save money. So that's it there. You can even make a blank check and fill that in. You can do all of that stuff on Canva pretty easily. Once you've gathered all of your things, just start cutting. Just start finding images. And here's the thing. Cut out the pictures. Find the imagery that speaks to you. Cut it out. It might not end up on the vision board in the end, but right now we're just going to give ourselves a whole bunch of options. So that's what we're going to do. Get out your scissors, not your fabric scissors. We don't need any injuries today, okay? You're also going to need some glue and Mod Podge. I love Mod Podge. I love it. We got our shit. We got our materials. We got our stuff. Time to cut. Let's get going. I would love this part. Let's do it. Let's do it. Two things that I've realized of going through these like really old magazines. One, they're really cool. There is a ton of suggestions of crafts and fixer-upper things and all sorts of stuff to do. Second, I kind of want a cigarette. There's so many smoking ads. Oh my God. And wasn't this like a children's magazine? Don't forget to, when you are looking for pictures, to reference that list that you made, because that is essentially why we're doing all this, because we want that list to come to fruition. All right, I want to hear from you. So if you've ever made a vision board before, maybe you've gotten some results, I want to know. I want to hear about it. Would you share with me? I would love to hear about it. So comment below if you have any experience with vision boards. I would love to hear it. Okay, so before we're going to glue, we are first going to place our images and see where we want them. So I like to sort of spread out everything I've got, and I do prefer to start with the larger images first, because they can also be cut down if need be. So I'm getting those out now, and then what I'm going to do here is place the most important, or the one that I want to focus on the most, and that's going to go in the middle. So just keep placing things and moving things around until you're happy. Okay, so I'm happy with this placement here, and now it's time to glue everything down. What I discovered was that glue on canvas won't work, but your Mod Podge can also double as glue as well. So start in one corner and lift up all the layers just a little bit at a time so you can recall where everything goes back, and just start gluing a little bit on. And once everything's down, you can do a final gloss with your Mod Podge after it's settled and dried. I also like to take irregular shapes, like I cut out this balloon, and this balloon too, and I put them in places either where there's gaps or where there's a lot of sharp corners, because I do like to have a little bit of flow to my collage. Okay, so get gluing, glue all these little pieces down, and we're gonna let it dry. Okay, la 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 la. So, got everything down. I'm pretty happy with it. I might go back and like add some stickers, find some daisies or something. Wrapping paper is really good for that, or old wallpaper. I might have some contact paper. I can cut some daisies out and I can put a little zhuzh here and there. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry for a minute, and then I'm going to seal it with my Podge.
We did it, guys. I love it. I really love how this turned out. It's a beautiful collage and also wicked retro vision board. Good job.
All right, here's a closer look. Got some money goals. I've got some mid-century houses and interiors and things. Some health goals. There are my subscribers there. And over here, I really want to go to Japan, so that's Japan there. My membership, Mod Squad. And I found this picture of a Jell-O ad, and I have intentions of doing some Jell-O stuff, so that is there too. Money goals, health goals, all the things. And what else? Oh, this lovely lady represents my home improvement things that I put on my list. And other than that, I might take some gift wrap and cut out some flowers from some gift wrap, or put some stickers in a few random places. Like, where's a good one? Like here, something like that. So we'll see, but this has to dry a little bit more, and I gotta find a place to put it. Well, thanks so much for joining me today and making this really cool vintage inspired vision board with me. Please subscribe if you like retro fun and retro videos. And if you need some retro inspiration, check out my retro style ebook guide, which is in the show notes for free. And until next time, keep it cool.